Hey, happy Friday, everyone. It's February 13th, 2026. I'm Rich Tola, and here's what's cooking for today. Number one, very superstitious. Perfect day to be superstitious. And number two, cuff it. Cuff it on V Day. But first, I want to give a shout out to David Boreanaz. You guys know him from Bones, Sealy, Booth. I mean, he's going to be playing in the reboot of the Rockford Files. Yeah, I just saw that today. Rockford Files, that ran for 6 seasons from 1974 to 1980. It's just a reboot. James Garner, rest in peace. He did a great job, and I think David's going to do a great job as well. He did 12 seasons over there at Bones with Emily Deschanel and Michaela Conlon. You guys, I love that show. Watch Bones. I was on actually an episode of Bones. I don't know, maybe 10 years ago, back in the day. Remember when they sit outside, call that from the Smithsonian to the beach. So he's working at the Smithsonian, Washington. They have that bar, and there's like the bench. There's the bus stop right there. So I was across the street. Cars are going by. I don't know, background over there. But congrats. That should be fun. The new one, the new reboot. But how about this? How about your ABCs? Let's jump right into that. Mine were pretty good. I'm getting a B grade today, guys. B grade today in the gym. Nothing crazy. Good on the diet. Well, I got to kind of cut back. I still got to cut back a few pounds. I don't know what's up with that, but I'm going to be working on that over the weekend. Had good sleep. So remember, workout, sleep, diet. That's important. Get your ABCs in. All right. Let's jump right into this first story. Because what's it all about? Who's afraid of Friday the 13th? Frigatriskaidekaphobia or paraskavidekitriphobia? Let me say that again. There are these words. There's 2 words that mean fear of Friday the 13th. Frigatriskaidekaphobia is pretty easy. Paraskavidekitriphobia. All right, it affects 17 to 21 million people in the United States alone. They're suffering from some level of fear of this specific day today. It says it's rooted in a combined fear of the number 13. That's triskaidekaphobia. It's a historically bad luck, and it's a cultural, religious, nomadic associations. Who knows why you're superstitious? Superstition, if you look up in the dictionary, it says a widely held but unjustified belief in supernatural causation leading to a certain consequence of an action or event. That's a mouthful, but hey, if you're widely superstitious or a widely held belief, fear of the number 13, I'm not sure why. There's the terminology, triskaidekaphobia. And frigatriskaidekaphobia, fear of today, right? The origin, it says the fear stems from the biblical story of the Last Supper, where the 13th guest, Judas, betrayed Jesus. There's others cite historical events like the arrest of the Knights of the Templar on Friday the 13th, 1307. I don't really know, but all I know is this: the impact is felt far and wide. All right, it's severe enough for people to avoid travel. They can't sign contracts. They miss work, which makes this a self-fulfilling prophecy, I believe. Right? If everybody's afraid of it, if everybody's afraid of going outside, doing what they're doing, then obviously it's sort of this magical thinking, which gets it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. All right, how about this? It says culturally in 1907, there was a novel called Friday the 13th. And then, of course, the movie franchise with Jason Voorhees, Friday the 13th. Everybody knows that. There were 12 in the franchise. There were 12 of these guys. Started in 1980. May 9th, 1980 was the first Friday the 13th. I was a junior in high school coming off the great year with the baseball team. And this came out. Again, they did 12 installments. The last one was 2009. Well, check this out. Kevin Bacon was in the first one. All right. And that was with a budget of $600,000. We're talking 1980. That movie grossed over $60 million. So talk about the first one, scary as hell, but it was awesome. All right, the last one they made, which was also called Friday the 13th, right? Circle back 12 installments later, was 19 million to make. It's grossed over 93 million dollars. So let me tell you, they're making a killing of a guy that they can't ever kill. Well, they kill him, but he keeps coming back, right? He keeps coming back. All right, all right. How about this though? What is this called? It's called cuffing season comes to an end. All right, let's jump right into that one because that one's a pretty cool story. You might be afraid of Friday the 13th, but are you afraid of Valentine's Day tomorrow? I looked this up because it's another slang word. It's called cuffing season. Never even heard of that. You guys know what this means? Well, anyway, first of all, happy Valentine's Day to everybody who's selling it tomorrow, February 14th, right? Globally recognized. Tomorrow's the day for expressing affection to remaining partners, friends, and family, right? This is rooted in both ancient Roman traditions and early Christian history. It's marked by the exchanging of flowers, chocolate, candy, cards, jewelry. It's all to honor Saint Valentine. I didn't even know there was a Saint Valentine. But it says St. Valentine was likely a Roman priest martyred on February 14, 269 AD for secretly marrying couples against Emperor Claudius II's decree. How about that? You can't go against Claudius. No way. Well, the U.S. spends a record $29 billion or will spend $29 billion this year. It's about $200 a person on gifts, dinner, candy. All right, these are the 5 categories. This is how they're spent in order. Number 1 is jewelry. Number 2, money spent on evening out, going out, either tonight, tomorrow, the whole weekend. Number 3 is on clothes. How about that? I'm wearing my red for you today in honor of Valentine's Day. Number 4 is candy, and number 5 is flowers. Believe it or not, flowers isn't the first one, but this thing, cuffing season. Again, another slang word that I had never heard anything about. Well, it refers to the time of the year when single people begin looking for short-term partnerships to pass the colder months of the year. Yeah, you see that? All right, this usually begins around October, and it ends right after Valentine's Day. So it's going to be a lot of breakups. I guess we got the breakup season coming. Cuffing season goes into the breakup season. I don't know. It's a noun, a period when single people begin looking for relationships. Cuffing season, as opposed to situationship. Guys, I love this word. This is another word, wasn't back in my vocabulary. Didn't have it in my vernacular for sure, but maybe it is in yours. I'll tell you a quick story about situationship. So situationship is a romantic or sexual relationship. How about this? Where it's not formally defined or officially committed to a relationship. So it's not a formal situation. Now, it's not a term like partner or I don't know, what do you want to call it? But hey, this word situationship is also used to refer to the person you are in a situationship with. So it's the concept and it's also the person. That's interesting. Situation plus relationship. All right. Situation says part of the word implies, well, I like this, a complex, problematic, or otherwise trying state of affairs. No kidding. All right. And is it a good situation, bad situation, situationships? I mean, how does it work? All I know is it friends with benefits? No. Is it a hookup? No. Is it a lover, which we would use back in my day? No. It says this is a more effective word that relates to this alternative. And it says they're not giving it a name. It's a distinct name and it's common. This is what's commonly known in modern romance times, right? They don't want to put a name to it. Can't give it a name. So we're going to call it a situationship. It says captures the overall ambiguity of a relationship where parties are more than friends, sort of, but not exactly dating, and certainly are not in a committed relationship. So you're not committed, you're hooking up, you're having sex. Well, let me tell you, read a little bit about this lately about kids getting married. So it was like I read a lot of things, right? These kids are getting married. I think another state, was it Ohio, that wants to ban marriages under the age of 18. There's 34 states that allow marriage under the age of 18. There's 4 states that have no age minimum whatsoever. And there's 16 states ban marriages under 18. I don't know. I don't know what the rush is. What are the percentages of people getting divorced? It's pretty high, but I don't know why you can't wait till you're 18. It just complicates things to have children. There's 12 million girls under the age of 18 that get married worldwide every year. That's amazing. A million girls a month are getting married under the age of 18. Well, wherever you are, you should be able to wait till you're 18 years old to get married. What's the rush? Well, unless it's a special occasion. I saw one little girl. I mean, someone was maybe going to die soon, so they got married. Hey, that's cool. It's good to do, but I don't know. I mean, with all these concepts of situationships, you got cuffing season. Nobody wants to really commit to this long-term situation. Who's running off, get married at the age of 15? I don't know. I don't know, but I just want to have some fun with that. We got Valentine's Day coming up. We got Friday the 13th. It's going to be a beautiful day here in Indianapolis. It's going to be 51 degrees. But I'll tell you, it's one last thing about the situationship. All I know is this: after many, many moons of dating, there's no sex without emotion. So I don't know how you could do that now. Back in the day, I mean, that's what we did, I suppose. But and you're still doing it today with this, but it doesn't work. It catches up with the emotions. Do catch up. All right, guys. So hey, have an awesome day. Don't be afraid to go out there today. It's going to be a beautiful day. Have a great weekend. Hope you're going out celebrating Valentine's Day. And yeah, of course, what are we working on? The usual: workout, sleep, diet. So get your workout in and have an awesome weekend. Peace.